You have now reached the end of Module 2. We truly appreciate the time and effort you put into the activities in this module. Considering one's identities and how those are connected to the work of inclusive, justice-centered inquiry requires deep personal reflection. So we want to thank you for taking the time to engage in this work and hope you found the process to be fruitful. As a reminder, the goal of this module was to build on the inquiry foundations from Module 1 and begin considering how you will foster inclusion in your classroom. Throughout the module, you engaged in this work in a range of ways. You reflected on identity, grounding the conversation in your own experiences and perspectives. Examined how inclusion showed up in Rachel Harris's classroom, offering a concrete example of this work in action. You extended this thinking by considering how inclusion shows up in practice through weaving of cultural identity with classroom learning. And finally, you brought these ideas into your own context by evaluating your curriculum through a lens of inclusion and its connection to inquiry. As you transition out of this space, we invite you to take a quiet moment to consider what you've uncovered. Consider what you have learned about the intersection of your own identities and your instructional choices. What did this module reveal to you about the subtle ways a classroom environment can either invite or exclude a student's full self? More importantly, what have you learned about your own capacity to use inquiry as a bridge toward a more just and inclusive experience for every learner? We hope you leave this module inspired with ideas of how you will foster inclusion in your classroom, specifically considering inquiry as a medium in which you can do so.